Hey everyone, welcome. This is the latest episode of
Teenage Wasteland.
Are you asking or telling?
You
You gotta say it like you mean it. Come on. Tell
Teenage Wasteland.
A Runaways podcast brought to you by Mayday. My name is Justin.
And
I'm
I'm
joined
Mary.
by my daughter.
Ari, I already said my name, and
Did you? Oh, I'm so
screwed
sorry.
this up.
So sorry. It's gonna be this kind of show today, huh?
It is.
Contentious.
The world's against
Parent
us.
The world is not against us. At least that we know of. So, episode 5. We just watched it. Literally walked down the stairs.
We literally
after
just walked
We just watched it. So let's back up. Because at the end of episode 4, the big thing was Alex got kidnapped by mystery kidnappers.
A lot has happened since then.
It's true. Now, I feel like if we would have been thinking about people potentially kidnapping, then we probably should have seen this coming.
Yeah,
But-
given the appearance of, what is his name, Damien?
Who? Darius.
Darius, okay. Given the appearance of Darius in the first episode, I think we probably should have seen this coming.
Yep.
Especially since they had the same car
Right.
in the first
did
episode,
they?
the big black Jeep, yeah. He was sitting on the hood
what
of
was
it
it?
when...
I believe it's a Cadillac Escalade, but I could be wrong.
Replacement
So
goodies.
that's where we left things. No one was entirely sure. I think we had Carolina and Chase. She showed him that she was Rainbow Bright.
Yeah, she was showed Rainbow Bright.
And then, that was kind of where we're at.
Yep.
So,
And Molly is continuously being ignored.
not anymore.
Not anymore!
'Cause
Nobody
Molly-
believes her. Like, oh yeah, I'm super strong now. Shut up, Molly.
So,
You thought I was lying?
So yes, Molly's been trying to get everyone to believe her about her super strength, and much like every other, tag along younger child or younger,
You are ignored.
if you're the sister or brother, the younger brother who hangs out with the
Older kids.
older kids, you always get ignored until they
Mhm.
need something that you can do.
Mm-hmm.
And so this happens to be, lifting a large SUV. So what did you think of this episode? I thought this was the one where we were like, here we go.
Whoop.
Boom. We spent 4 episodes kind of building the world,
And then
now
all
it
of
is.
a sudden it's off like a shotgun. We're all like, whoa, what
Yeah.
the heck?
So we finally get a lot of things rolling. Everybody,
a lot of things happen.
everybody kind of, except for Alex, because Alex does not have any powers that we know of.
Everybody else has power. Well, no, Chase.
Well, Chase
Chase
has
has his gloves.
Chase
though,
is like
so-
super brain, right?
Yeah, he's super brain. But Alex is too, though, because he's
Well, he is.
a coding dude.
Well, I guess he helps. He's like tech support, right?
Yeah,
Is that what he is?
Yeah.
Is he like leadership / tech support?
yeah.
I don't read the comics, so I'm just
Yeah.
kind of go
yes,
off of
but then...
because I don't feel like anybody else really has the leadership
Okay,
skills.
I will say,
Now, if you're gonna say a thing, you gotta specify it in the comic so
in
that
the
people
comics, Alex is the main leader in the first half.
know. Okay.
Then Nico takes up the mantle, and I don't want to spoil anything.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll leave it at that then. But I'm just going off of what I've seen in the show so far. Alex seems like the only one that has the level-headedness to, and also he's not dealing with having to discover that he has
His
weird
power.
powers,
Yeah.
or that he has a dinosaur that he can control with his mind.
Or that his dad is maybe not such a bad guy and possibly has a brain tumor.
Right. Exactly.
Where the heck did that storyline come from?
Now, he is dealing with his dad being not so truthful and forthcoming about his past, which comes back to haunt him, obviously. But I feel like he's going to be the leader,
mid-ground.
right?
He's at the
So
mid-ground
he can
now.
keep the level head and do the tech
Yeah.
support stuff, and everybody else can shoot things and blow stuff up. And so Darius has kidnapped Alex.
along with the little dude who got
Andre sacrafice. R.I.P. Andre. Andre deserved better.
In the last 12 years.
Andre deserved better.
Andre
But we did get
deserve better.
we got some flashbacks. I wonder if we're going to get a bad parent. Have we gotten a bad parent flashback every episode? I don't know if we have. Trying to
no,
remember.
Last episode we didn't get a bad parent flashback.
No? Okay, so we did learn why Alex's parents, or not parent, his father was in
Well, and
jail.
his mom, because his
mom was dad's lawyer.
his
They were
attorney.
dating.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's where that
she's
came
an attorney.
from.
They said that before.
Yeah.
But she was representing him, also dating him, because they were the guy that that was Darius that they were in the prison Darius. In the most like sterilized TV-14 version of like a maximum security prison that you probably will ever see.
I'm like, that is way even I know.
It's not quite. No. It's not quite an accurate representation of really anything that happens there.
Not. If you've seen Shawshank Redemption, you know the truth.
Yes. It's a little different than Shawshank at this point.
I mean, yeah.
But yes, obviously. But we'll let that go. We'll let that just be. We'll chalk that up to Hollywood sanitizing the maximum security prison experience for the kids. So that is when we were introduced to Mystery Man, right?
Mystery Man,
who turns out to be
to buy your land.
Crusty old guy in the bed, right? We've been wondering, and I saw some pictures before I saw the episode, so I was like, oh, that's probably crusty old dude in the bed, and we can finally figure out that he's the guy.
And I kind of speculated, just for this storyline, anybody else who's read the comics knows different, but that in this storyline, he was Carolina's dad.
Yes.
Like, I'd kind of figured that out.
Yes,
when freaky weird crap started happening in the meditation room, and I was like, whoa, what happened here? Oh, wait, that's probably a good explanation for that shit. So, and context clues, kids.
Yes.
Use them to the best of your ability.
Yes. So, yes, we are relieved, I guess, to find out that crusty old dude is seemingly Carolina's father. Which we were hoping, because if not, then the glowing under the sheets stuff was a little strange.
And also the fact that he was like, I want to meet her.
Yeah, that at the very end, he wanted to meet her. And clearly she doesn't know that she has a mysterious alien father.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I feel like
clearly Carolina's mom does not know that she's discovered that she's an alien, because she was like, I'm not sure.
Now, there's a lot of interesting side things here that made me think after that part. Because there's a lot of, there's one show that it always makes me think of, and you won't, I'm going to explain this show to you.
Okay, I'll tell you.
And for the parents and the people my age, which is, I'm 39 years old. So, when I was a teenager, there was a show called Out of This World. That, you're looking at me like, oh my gosh. And now it was this was back, like, I didn't have cable. So this is back when they had what was called syndicated shows, and they still have them, but it's not, now there's everything everywhere with satellite and cable. But show called Out of This World, featuring a young girl named Evie, who was a teenager in high school, and her mother is who she lived with, and her father was an alien.
Surprise, surprise.
Now, here's the best part. As you learn in the very, very catchy introduction song, which you guys don't do anymore, but trust me, you're missing out. You're missing weird, out. TV theme songs, you're missing X-Files. Out. He comes down to Earth, gets mom pregnant, and goes, which is a whole nother thing to talk about. But I guess maybe he couldn't stay. I don't remember. It wasn't that deep of a show when I was that age. But she has a way to communicate with him, which is a diamond-shaped device that would sit on her nightstand, and she could open it up and talk to him whenever she wanted, I think.
FaceTime before FaceTime?
No face, all audio.
Cell phone before...
Fun fact, the voice was Burt Reynolds, who you don't really know, but you would know if you saw him. And also, she could freeze time.
Okay, overpowered much?
Right. And all she had to do was, squeeze her hands together.
Avatar, last airbender.
Right? If you think about, you're going to pray with somebody like that, if you're praying in prayer hands, she would just do that, and then time would freeze, except for her.
The Lord and Savior.
Right? Bam. So it makes every time somebody has an alien father, it just makes me think of that show, which is hilarious, because it is totally cheesy, 80s, 90s show. I don't remember what years it was on, but that's always what it makes me think of when someone has a mysterious alien dad.
Sorry.
All good. So, yes, that was just a pure side tangent, just so I could talk about Out of This World.
That's just amazing.
And she had an uncle named Bino, which I always remember. Don't ask me why. Evie and Bino. I don't remember what her mom's name was, but anyway.
Karen?
Might have been Karen. I don't remember.
I don't know.
So let's talk about all the things we learned from this episode. Nico is still a little rough with the staff of one.
Mm-hmm.
still trying to figure that whole deal out?
It still is apparently limitless in terms of its powers. Still a little annoyed about that.
Well, you know.
I know.
You don't know that it's limitless. All it's done so far
Nico
is...
hasn't been... I know, like, Nico is kind of rough with it, but, like, still, like...
Well, she has zero idea what she's doing.
I know, but
Kinda
so far there doesn't seem to be any limitations on this thing. And
all it's done is snow and follow somebody. That's only done 2 things.
I know.
Right? Well, and stop bullets.
And stop bullets, which was, might I add... pretty good epic CGI, I will admit.
That's pretty good special effects.
The effects was actually kind of cool. It just like they stopped, and then they literally just kind of melted.
It was very, it was a little bit Matrixy.
Oh yeah,
where it stops the bullets. So everybody is figuring out their powers now. I don't know when Carolina decided to figure out that she could shoot her super glowness.
Oh my god, that was so cool.
But that was awesome.
That was amazing.
Because I wouldn't see that coming at all.
Oh no, that's what she does in the comics.
She popped out, and she didn't even hesitate, right?
Yeah,
she was just like,
boom!
Pow! And I was like, oh, it's on.
Okay.
Like, all right.
Lucy in the Sky is here. Let's go.
And finally, after, how many are 8 text messages and calls, Chase
finally shows up in record time.
Right? The cavalry always has to come. Here you come. Save the day.
Hot boy male cavalry
right? Exactly.
in form of gloves that shoot out orange rays.
He shoots Darius through the bushes.
I know.
Now, here's the best part, though.
Darius gets right back
Darius
up.
comes back and looks like nothing happened to him.
Is Darius secretly Luke Cage?
I don't know. That'd be awesome. I'll tell you what, if Darius has powers for no reason.
I know, just for no reason
he's like
other
Luke
than
Cage's
plot.
cousin. That
just
would
to
be
explain that one point.
That would
and
be
he comes
awesome.
back right in.
He
like,
does. He
this
comes,
is not how this is going to go.
If you got shot by laser gloves, you would not just pop back out of the bushes and be like, rat-a-tat-tat, here, I'm going to shoot you all. I mean, you'd be mad. You probably would.
No, but he only runs after Nico suddenly decides to use the Staff of One.
Well, I think it's to imply that he can't see the force field that is stopping the bullets, so he doesn't really know what's going on.
That's true. So, like, all the bullets don't hit him and you can't
Plus,
see
he's
him.
concentrating because he's shooting 2 guns at the same time, which I've only shot a gun once. I would think it'd be a little...
You shot a gun before?
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
On the farm in Kansas, yep.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, I didn't hit anything. I was really bad at it.
2 things. A, is Darius secretly Deadshot? And B, is Darius also secretly Luke Cage? Can we have this explanation, please?
I'm going to go ahead and say, given the way that the random gun... Which, there's another issue I have.
Random guns appearing everywhere?
No. So, when Alex's dad finds out that they have Alex... And he calls Flores and say, hey, I need 3 guys in an unmarked car. So you're like, okay, they got the cops coming. But then...
Nobody else shows up.
No, they're there. There's other dudes shooting.
Oh, that's true.
But they just pull up and start indiscriminately firing. Like it almost shoots Alex. Like, do we not have a plan? We just roll up and shoot the first thing that we see? Come on. Seriously? That's the first thing I thought. I was like, what?
What is happening?
I feel like maybe there should have been a meeting before that said, okay, this is Alex.
Also, I love how nothing happened to the house. Like, the car took the full brunt of all the blast. Nothing happened to all, like, the stray bullets that were probably going into the house and the lady. Like, nobody came outside.
Yeah, nobody came outside.
Nobody came outside
Nothing
during Darius's monologue.
Right.
And, like, I was like, I saw somebody move through the window, and I'm like, is that the lady?
Well,
is she going to come outside and be like, what the hell, dude?
So apparently that is, I guess, supposed to be implied that just happens all the time, so no one would really come out and deal with it because it's a bad neighborhood. So they're used to bad things going on, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
but when there's a gunfight outside, then there's nobody around. I don't know. Maybe that's how. Not that you would run to the gunfight. I don't know. Is this
You almost shot Alex, and Alex shot a dude.
Yeah, and then Alex shooting the guy.
I was like, no.
I didn't see that coming at all.
Okay, so like he has the gun pointed at him, and he's like, the kid like obviously is like, I'm not gonna shoot you, dude. Like,
but Alex said, no, that Alex is.
Alex is all of a sudden, bam! I'm like, what? No! And Alex just standing behind him, like,
right?
I'm sorry. What just happened? And that hurt me. I'm scared. I was losing it. I was like, what?
She was losing it.
Happened here?
Kind of sounded like this.
I know.
Kind of sounded like you're losing it right now.
I am.
Are you re-losing it?
A little bit? Probably not.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Well, that's good. All right, so what else did we learn? Okay, so there's some interesting things going on with the parents and the kids, right? Because like at the end, after everything's played out, after Andre has been made the sacrifice, they try to save him, but nobody could save him because apparently they're in
the meditation room.
They're in the meditation room.
And apparently, why did you not go? Why did you not? Because
they thought they were in the murder basement because they don't know anything.
No, why did they not just use the meditation room in the first place? It's highly secured by her own employees. It's not just hidden in the bottom of your basement in a very inconveniently placed coaster thing that you can turn.
Coaster security.
And also, I was a little disappointed that they did not show any clip of Molly ripping the doors off of the murder basement.
Oh, yeah, they didn't.
Like, you were like, well, they don't have time. They gotta get there. Nothing happened.
No. You were mad because everybody didn't, like, pat Molly on the back.
No. I just wanted Molly to rip off some doors, and I wanted to see it. And I wanted everybody to appreciate the fact that she can do crap and then not ignore her.
Well, maybe
they've been doing that for 4 episodes now.
Maybe ripping doors off wasn't in the budget this week. That's all I can say. I don't know any other explanation.
Anger. Okay.
But anyway, they weren't in that murder basement. They were in the murder room, a.k.a. the meditation room, double M room, the M&M room, murder meditation, things that happen in that room.
Murder meditation and whatever else. Now that the dad's back, I'm just saying.
Oh,
what's gonna go
hilarious.
down? I have no idea.
Hilarious child.
I'm sorry.
No. I was thinking it.
That crap freaked me out. I was like, no.
So, but yeah, then that's the other thing. Like, as soon as they transfer it and he's all back and healthy, she's like, okay, you guys can go.
Get out.
We're like, what?
Gotta go be with my own.
Screw you too, lady.
Victor's face during that. It was just so
He's like, what? Really? The bean worked this time.
And then Victor.
Poor Victor's got brain cancer.
Poor Victor's got brain cancer because he made a dumb decision, and we don't know why he got the surgery in the first place.
What are you talking about?
Like, we don't know why he had to get the thing fixed in his head. Whatever. Like he said, there's something about like the.
I think the surgery was for the brain cancer. Is what he was saying. He's had surgery for the cancer, but it's not working.
Oh, okay.
Which is why he keeps having these episodes.
He was talking very quietly.
Which is why he keeps having the episodes where like he thinks he has a woman in his van and he doesn't. And then he just collapses on the floor. Well done,
Victor. Right? Still clap for Victor. Well done. And now he's tripped over Chase, which wasn't
but you see, they're playing on real things, right? They're playing on the emotions and the ties, right? Because not all the parents are bad, and they're not 100% bad because they're good to their kids. But there's a secret murder past, but you don't know. And you would still love if I was, it's
That's
all
true.
messed up, right?
That's true.
But
still, also, what was up with the time machine? Okay, comic readers will know. Leapfrog was not in this so far. I'm a little disappointed. But I'm guessing that's going to be the substitute for the Leapfrog is this tiny thing.
I don't know.
And so, okay, Leapfrog is ginormous. Like, I'm talking like bigger than that SUV that Molly listed. It's green.
Yeah, I'm going to guess
and it literally looks like a frog.
I'm going to guess that's not in the budget either.
Yeah, no.
Right now.
Yeah, no. Old Lace probably took up half the CGI budget.
That's true. That's true.
And we still.
Yeah, let's talk about poor Gert, who just had to run around and like powerlessly help everyone while trying. Molly finally outed her that she has a secret dinosaur that she can control with her mind.
I know, and everybody's like, "Wow, that's cool."
Which, by the way, they were just talking about at a coffee shop.
I know,
like no one was there, and no one was listening. Once again. Like,
It's also the same coffee shop that they've been to at least 5 times. Somebody should catch on to this.
It's the town where only, like, no one else is around except what's happening there.
It's LA.
It's like the 10 people, LA. Wherever you're at, only you are there.
I'm guessing this probably wasn't in the budget. But, like, back to Leapfrog thing?
Oh.
That was... No!
What do you...
LA was burning down,
Yeah, LA.
Son.
So we did get a little preview.
I'm like, what is this?
It's the future.
It's World War III.
We don't know.
It's like, what?
Maybe it was just a random building demolition. We don't know.
Of the entire city?
It was just one giant building.
It was multiple giant buildings falling on top of each other and
maybe it was
a giant plume of smoke.
A large demolition? Like, hey,
of the entire city of LA?
Hey, if you're gonna go big, go big. Clearly, it was a preview into
Loki invading New York.
Clearly, it was a preview into their dystopian future.
That's probably what the Giver is.
For once, I would just like to see like a preview into the future where it's like sunshine, rainbows, and unicorns.
I know, like where everything is not gone.
But this is what I really want. I want that to be the dystopia. Like I want it when the
Giver.
The
Giver.
I don't know. I've ever read The Giver. Is that a book?
Oh my god!
Sometimes I just say things to see the look on your face when I say them. Now I have not read that book, but I am aware that it is a book.
Okay, so
don't get mad.
Like The Giver is like, it's a utopia. It's quote unquote utopia society,
right?
And like everything works fine, but you can only have one kid, and so some dude has twins, and everything goes crap. But the kid everybody has assigned jobs at a certain age,
right?
Kind of like a little bit like Divergent. But this kid gets chosen to be the Giver, and the Giver essentially holds all the memories of the past. So all the bad stuff that's happened.
Oh.
And also all the good things that nobody remembers, because now we live in a utopia where nobody can remember that.
Oh, you can't so nobody can remember the bad things?
You can also only age up to a certain limit before you're what is it? What did they call it? Like they send you on to they send you on to some place, quote unquote. But literally, what they do is they kill old people,
right?
Off like at age 60.
Well, we are kind of the worst.
I mean, yeah, but like that sort of thing. Like if that's what you're looking for, if that's what you're looking for, where that's like the dystopia is the utopia, quote unquote, then
I feel like me saying we're the worst, you were supposed to disagree with and say no, you're the best. Man,
I mean, no.
Rough crowd. No, you can't take it back now. No, it's done. It's out there.
You're great.
It's out there.
You're great.
It's out there.
You're great. No, I'm serious. You're great. But the politics of everything is just...
So, yeah, I would love for there to be, like, the utopian dystopia where, like, it looks like a rainbow sunshine, and you kind of like, what was the Scotty Young I Hate Fairyland comic book?
Let's go.
Like, if that's how...
I would love that. Okay, now that you bring that up,
that would be amazing if that's how the future was. Or it looks like a total, like, Candyland universe, and then it turns out that everybody's just crazy.
Everybody's just insane. Well, no, only one person's insane. No, two people. Let's be honest.
They really do need to make that into a show.
They do.
That would be an outstanding show.
That would be an amazing show.
Anyway, so yes, please make I Hate Fairyland a show. That would make us very, very happy. So, yes. I think the only person we haven't covered is lame-o actor dude that's not the dad. Yeah. He was going to be going ultra. Like they were doing like some kind of like pseudo-Native American sweat lodge deal.
And apparently just like pop in like, you're like, not cutting it out.
Sorry, bro. You're not, our readings say you're not going ultra. You're not there yet. So he was a little disappointed, as you would imagine, but probably not nearly as disappointed as he's going to be when he finds out that his wife, I guess, are they married? Do we know?
They're married.
Yeah, they're married. Is secretly super married to a mysterious glowing alien man with exceedingly white teeth.
Oh, yeah. That was weird. I'm like, wait, did they like Photoshop his teeth or something?
No, his teeth are always that white. I forget that actor's name. I'll look it up here. So keep talking about how his teeth are white.
Really, 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 really scarily white. And I don't know why. I don't know why that freaks me out either. He's just like, they're so bright. And
yeah, he's always...
in high contrast with like a room that is entirely white too. Like, you would expect his teeth to be like slightly yellow.
That's funny. I didn't even think about that.
Like,
his teeth are white in a room that is completely white.
Colgate's tissue test. You know that commercial.
I do.
Like, really, that should be like a reply button. Like, no, his teeth are pearly white to match the room. I'm like, no, honey, no, I don't like this.
Julian McMahon. McMahon.
That's an amazing.
Julian McMahon, born in Sydney, Australia. Did you detect any Australian?
Did you detect any Australian?
Nope.
He kind of looks like an Australian.
So that's what I thought he was from. So he's from Nip Tuck, for those people my age, which was a show 2003, 2010, which is about plastic surgeons in L.A.
Oh.
Ran for a while. He was in that, but he was also most recently
in a Colgate commercial.
He was not in a Colgate commercial, though he maybe should have been. But he was Dr. Doom in the two rather poor Fantastic Four movies with Chris Evans.
Oh, Oh, before he became Captain America.
Before he became Captain America.
Okay, I know about that.
Fantastic Four and Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. For those of you, I did not. I've seen parts of those enough to know that I don't need to see them anymore.
Okay.
They were not what you would call particularly well done.
Except for the fact that Chris Evans is in there, so you know.
Yes. He was also on Charmed for 5 years. I did not know that. That was not a show I watched. Oh, also on Another World back in 93. You don't know nothing about that. That's old school. Another World. Your great-grandmother used to watch Another World. It's a soap opera.
Oh,
so,
okay.
like when I would be over there, this is my grandmother, your great-grandmother. No, not a space soap opera. Just a straight soap opera, like on during the day, back when there were only like 4 channels on the earth. And it would both on NBC, so it would be Another World followed by Days of Our Lives.
Oh.
And she would watch them both, and she would tape them on the VCR, on a videotape.
Dang.
And she would watch them back.
That's old school for you kiddies that don't know anything.
That's right, including you, because I'll have to show you some old Days of Our Lives. I know you know what a VCR is. He's also going to be in some. He's going to be in some new movies. One is called Justice in a Smoking Gun.
Oof.
Swinging Safari.
Oof.
And Monster Party.
Oof.
I don't know what that's about. He's also in some show called Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. I don't know what that means.
I want a detective that.
But best known for his roles in Nip Tuck and Fantastic Four as Dr. Doom. Okay. So that's probably where his Marvel tie-in comes in.
Okay, that probably explains.
So maybe what if they actually like do a whole through plot where he is Dr. Doom? What if he turns out to be Dr. Doom and it ruins the whole Runaways angle? Would you be so mad?
I would. You have no idea how mad I would
like
be.
If they just threw that in there and then like all of a sudden the Fantastic Four come down and there's like a big unnecessary Fantastic Four Runaways crossover that ruins everything. I probably shouldn't give them any ideas, right?
No. You know, like the one crossover that would be acceptable right now.
What is that?
Is new TV show, which it's not going to happen because it's freeform, but Cloak and Dagger. Mm-hmm. They appeared in the original Runaways comic. Amazing.
Oh yeah.
Amazing crossover. That was a very good crossover. It was nice. Wolverine. I'm sorry. But can Molly please punch Wolverine and then punch Punisher?
Wolverine's not showing up on this show.
I know.
I mean...
that would be the only exception.
Maybe Punisher.
Maybe Punisher.
But not this season.
I know.
That's for sure. Anyway, let's get back. So, Actor Boy, he's not gonna be Ultra, which means he's probably gonna be out of the picture pretty soon. But I don't think
he's so useless. I could literally toss him off a cliff and not care at this moment.
He is kind of a worthless character. We don't really know where they're going with him, other than he's going to soon figure out that his wife is married to Glowing Spaceman. Yeah. Now, she also has a bracelet, so I'm assuming she's also maybe Glowing Space Lady?
That's probably where it comes from.
So Carolina is Glowing Space Girl, which I guess would make sense. Okay.
That's how it was in the comics, at least.
So where have we left things? We left things with Chase having some conflicted
serious
feelings
conflict
about his father.
I'm not sure if I like occurring.
Because now his father has decided to not kind of be a jerk anymore, and now they're bonding over science.
Wow.
Because he helped Chase make his laser gloves.
Rules.
I keep forgetting what they're called, and somebody's going to know it, and they... put it on Twitter. I keep forgetting what the gloves are called.
Oh,
Yep.
Crap.
Right?
You know, every time.
Yep.
Hold on.
Yep.
Hold on. Shut up.
You got 10 seconds.
So why does it mean wrinkles have the gloves?
I feel like it starts with an N.
Not nanotech. It's not nanotech.
No, we're not going to get it. We're not going to get it.
We tried.
So Alex is kind of written off his dad. Because he's like, Dad,
Alex
you lied
done,
to me because
man.
Darius explained the whole deal about how he said he was
his
going to
mom
set him up for life.
Angry.
And Mom is mad, but Mom's like, we're just going to handle it. Well, you're going to handle it.
But probably by killing Darius.
We'll see. Because maybe Darius has superpowers. How else do you get blown up by the laser gloves and just pop back right back up? But we'll call it
we'll
call that a continuity error for right now. But we'll see.
You never know. You do.
I mean, that's what I would do if I got shot by laser gloves, is pop right back out of the bushes.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. Gert and Molly are snuggled up with the
Wolverines,
dinosaur in bed.
Yay! What I think I think that was an animatronic. I may be dying or maybe like losing my mind, but
there's two different versions. There's obviously the CGI version and the animatronic version for the close-up shots.
And I feel like it's bad that I probably noticed that.
No, I mean, you're going to notice. Yeah. But it looks good enough.
It looks good. Old lace is
let's
dark
see.
blue.
Nico is also semi-bonding with her mother in a mysterious kind of way.
Which is weird.
Because her mom was like,
her
I
mom
knew you were going to find it sometime.
General, but that was
I guess
weird.
Her mom and Nico are the only two people that can use the staff of...
Staff of one.
Seems to be the staff of two.
Oof.
And there also there was a little dig there about how her mom's mom never gave her anything. Interesting little angle there that they said when she said, "Did you get it from your mom?" And she said, "My mom never gave me anything." So that must be.
I mean, are they trying to make us feel sympathy?
Of course they are.
I feel bad now
because it's not all black and white. I know, right? Life is complicated.
We've also like written off Crunchy Granola dudes completely.
Yeah, they weren't very high on the plot this week.
What happened with that?
Gert got to run around and give people directions and worry about things.
Also, like, okay, theoretically about Staff of One. I'm sorry, I know we just talked about this, but like, maybe it's still Staff of One if like Nico's power just kind of overtakes it. Like younger generation taking over.
Well, I mean, maybe it's just called the Staff of One and multiple people can use it. I was just really making fun of it because it's
really,
two people using the Staff of One.
I mean, the comics not how it works, but like I said, the Staff of One is very different. It's also not called the Staff of One.
Where do we think this is going? What's going to happen next episode? What do you have predictions? Give me a prediction.
It's not going to go the way in the comics, but
well, obviously Carolina is going to get introduced to her glowing alien father.
Yeah.
Formerly
somehow that's going to happen.
Right. And she's going to have lots of questions. Like, why are you murdering people? And why do I glow?
Yes.
Probably 1 and 2, in no particular order.
Yes.
What's going to happen with Alex? Because he can't live in the guest house forever.
He can't live in the guest house forever.
Which I love the parent meltdown where it's like, you are the child, and you just told me to get out of the room that I pay for. Every parent has felt that. Every parent knows that pain. And
You've had that pain.
And every kid has been like, get out. And no.
Yeah, I think Alex is automatically now just going to be like, you suck, Dad. So if we're going to pick sides, Chase is
undecided.
He's leaning towards the parents at this point.
I don't know. I still feel like he's going to be on the right side.
I know. The comic people know that somebody has to turn eventually, but it's usually not who... Given the fact that we didn't have the input of the parents in the comics, I think it was a lot easier for to make way for Alex. But that does not seem to be the case.
I don't know.
So I'm leaning towards Kate, towards Pretty Boy being the...
Chase? Chase is going to turn on him, you think?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Unless they're going to, like, totally dupe me out and not give me any hints, which I'm going to be a little mad at, then I don't know.
I think the person most likely to turn on them, but I think there's two. I think it's going to be a Carolina Chase combo. Because Carolina is going to because she's about to get all kinds of, like, magic alien
But you don't know that, because her mom obviously looks like she does not want to tell her that she has magical alien powers.
Well, you would
She seems hesitant, so I don't...
Fun fact, if you know a bad thing that you have to tell your kid, you're not always looking forward to it. Because even if it's like hey, you have super glowing alien
Carolina's
powers.
mom has a bad rep. I'm just saying this right now.
I'm just saying, I think if there's any two people that are going to turn, it's going to be Chase and Carolina, because Carolina's about to get all the pro-alien propaganda from crusty old guy who is now super white teeth guy, and he's going to be like, oh, everything's great, and she's going to be like, oh, this is why it had to happen, and then Chase is going to be like, oh, I love my dad again, but I could be wrong. I have no idea, because that whole episode just surprised the crap out of me.
For a second, I thought you were going to say Gert, but then I was like...
No,
at the end of the episode, Gert's like, because our parents are awful people.
There you go.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
Yep.
Bye. Everybody's gone. Yep. Problem solved.
So I don't know. We'll see. I was very impressed by that episode. That was really the kind of...
They smooshed in a lot.
And they kicked it off. That's where
they did. It flowed nicely.
Yes, it was very.
It wasn't like cluttered or anything. So, it was actually quite
doing
nice.
well so far. We are very satisfied with our Runaways experience.
Slightly comic book purist, but yeah. I would agree. You know I'm a comic book purist.
As the French say, les sai.
That's not what the French say.
You don't know what the French say. All right, on that note, we'll see you for episode 6 next time on Teenage Wasteland, a Runaways podcast presented by Mayday.
See you.